Hello, loves. I don't normally do videos at all, uh, especially not videos like this, but this is something I feel needs to be shared across the web. So you can see my lovely rainbow flag behind me, and over here, the other side of my garage, you can see my bisexual flag. Little faded, little bit stained. I was going to replace it, but there's no point in that because I have been ordered by my HOA to take these down because they are forbidding all flags that are not either the US flag, the state flag, or the POW/MIA flag. And that includes pride flags. I have it on good authority that this ban comes from a neighbor who, my neighbor specifically, who doesn't like my pride flags and got himself elected as head of the HOA board. The HOA board imposed this on everyone in the neighborhood. There was no election, there was no meeting, they just did it. And they're being backed up by the Omni HOA management company, who has been sending me threatening letters to remove my flags or else. Well, I have now received a letter that says I need to take my flags down within 10 days. Now it will be 9 days, or else I will be charged a $175 fine, plus an additional $5 per day that I fail to remove these flags. I have flown these flags for years, changing them out a year or two every now and then with new ones, to show my support for LGBTQ people, of which I am one. Plus also to show support for all the LGBT people who live in the neighborhood, who may come through, guests and everything. I've had a lot of people come and thank me for flying these, including kids. It made them feel accepted. But now I'm being forced to remove them, basically extorted to remove them by fines. Now, I have not been taking this line down. In fact, I and quite a few people in the neighborhood hate these rules, and we've been trying to figure out what we can do to get them overturned. Unfortunately, we're not making much headway, and the HOA is more than happy to just enforce it as is, even though many of us have complained to them and disputed these new rules. I cannot afford $175 plus $5 a day, unfortunately. So due to this extortion from Omni and from especially from the HOA board, again led by my neighbor who has made it very clear, and I have a good authority, specifically hates my pride flags. So in short, my neighbor and with the power of that company, they're trying to shutter me into silence, and I don't have the money to fight it. I reached out to some resources. Unfortunately, there's really nobody that can help in a timely manner, at least to stop these fines before they start accruing. So unfortunately, I am going to have to remove both of my pride flags here within the next few days. So I just think everybody be very careful about your HOAs. If there are elections, make sure that you vote in them, and make sure you do not vote for people who hate LGBT people like my neighbor does, and the other two members of the board, who are his best buddies, by the way. This kind of thing is coming. This is empowered by the new fascist government we have that's very hateful and almost violent against people like us. I'm disappointed that I'm not going to be able to show these for people in the neighborhood, people who move in, for children being brought up here who may be LGBT, their parents, their friends, and everything. But yeah, this is how they do it. It's by bullying and by going after your money, and that's how they do it. So just be careful, folks. Don't ignore your HOA elections. And yeah, so I love you all, and hopefully I won't have to do more videos like this, but I don't know. we'll see what happens next.